Guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here, and welcome to yet another FIFA 20 career mode video. We are back once again with another video, and today's video is the first FIFA 20 version of the $1 billion career mode. Back in FIFA 19, we gave $1 billion to teams like Bolton, Manchester United, Newcastle, Sunderland, some clubs, basically clubs that were struggling, lower off, underdog clubs, teams that they're a bit in the rut, and some clubs that kind of almost technically don't even exist now because we did one with Bury as well, or Berry, as I've now apparently been told is how it's pronounced. I don't think I apologize for literally pronouncing the entire club's name wrong for the whole 30-40 minutes of that video. I apologize. But we are back for another $1 billion career mode, and this is the first one of FIFA 20. And we are going to start things off by giving $1 billion to a League 2 team. As you can clearly see, we have gone for Forest Green Rovers. I'm already doing a Salford City career mode at the moment, so rather than do it with them, let's do it with another League 2 team, one that I personally am quite fond of. It's Forest Green Rovers, for obvious reasons. I have gone ahead and given Forest Green Rovers $1 billion worth of a transfer budget. Now, just before we get onto this video, I'll let you all know that it's brought to you by OneFootball. OneFootball is a brilliant footballing app which is available on both iOS and Android. It is the #1 place to go to get your latest football news, scores, tables, transfer rumors, everything like that. And the best part about it all, it's 100% completely and utterly free. It is disgustingly free. You're going to feel like you're breaking some sort of crime downloading this app onto your phone without paying anything for it. So please go download OneFootball today using the link in the description down below. And thank you once again to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. And if you've seen the previous career modes, you know how this works. I've got 5 seasons to do as much as I can with this team, with the $1 billion in my bank account, and hopefully try to propel these guys up to Premier League. Surely we'll get there. Maybe even Champions League if we're lucky. But of course, we're going to have to start signing players somewhere, and that is exactly what we're going to do. I've got a massive shortlist of players that are currently mid-60s to around 70 overall with potential that's 80 or greater. So good players for us to start with in League 2. Players that sure as hell can dominate in the league straight away from the get-go. And as you can see, we've got players that are 65 rated, a fair few of them. These guys are going to be high 60 rated, some even in their 70s. So they'll walk into the team and they'll continue to grow and kick on. We're going to need a little more information about all these players first off, so let's just advance ahead a month. I'm also going to go ahead and actually sack off the 3 scouts that we have. Yes, that's going to cost us a little bit of money, but they're really not that great. We're going to go and get 4 or 5 brand new high-rated scouts. Breaking the bank here to get the best scouts I possibly can for scouting in the future, and also for, looking for other players to pick up. So we've gone ahead and picked up those scouts, and they'll hopefully be a much better global transfer network for us than the previous scouts. And we're going to be looking for players of a whole different kind, but really just the high quality players to pick up down the line. We've got ourselves a goddamn full transfer list or short list of players that we can pick up in a whole bunch of different positions. So I'm going to go ahead and basically create a brand new starting 11. If you don't mind me, this may take a bit of time, but I will update you and show you the brand new Forest Green Rovers starting 11. And alrighty then, we've got ourselves a brand new lineup of starting 11 players, and let's go through them all right now. Don't you mind the morale for whatever reason, it doesn't look that great, but hopefully we will be able to kick on as we have Fructil in goal, a 19-year-old goalkeeper. All these guys are going to be like 23 years of age or younger, trust me. Wagnerman is the left back there, 65. We've got Ethan Ampadu. We've still got the captain, or I don't know if he is the captain, but an actual Forest Green Rovers player, so we're going to have to do something about that. There's still a centre-back we need to sign. Lopez, who we got from Real Madrid. Matondo, as you got there, a right midfielder. We've got Gravenberch there. We've got Dozel, Uzi, if you say that right. My God, I'm going to butcher. I feel like I've butchered a couple of these already. Kyle Foster, the South African. And then we've also got Mason Greenwood from Manchester United. But as I said, we're missing another centre-back, or we're missing one last centre-back. So let's go and get one more player. And I don't know, for shits and giggles, let's just make it Jerome Boateng. I don't know, why not? Why not bring 84 rated 30-year-old Jerome Boateng from Bayern Munich to League 2 English football? I don't know, 4th tier football, who cares? He just happens to be one of the highest rated centre backs in the game that actually has a release clause. If you weren't watching my previous $1 billion career modes, found a little exploit where even if a player is in a team that is so ridiculously higher up and better in the footballing world than you are, if they have a release clause, you can still sign them. They won't just, completely not give you the time of day. So yeah, 47 million we're going to have to pay to just skip negotiations and go straight to dealing with Jerome Boateng. So let's do it then. There's very much a, how do we describe this? There's very much a new era when it comes to Bayern Munich, isn't there? And Boateng doesn't seem to be playing as much as he used to. So maybe a fresh start in a 4th tier English team will do him all the good. He wants $84,000 a week, $500,000 signing bonus, and a $3 million clean sheet bonus. He's going to get paid. I'm going to look at the wage discrepancy between him and the rest of the boys. But yeah, we'll get it done. Let's accept it. We got the money. We don't need to negotiate or barter in this shit. It's done. Jerome Boateng, welcome to League 2. Oh my goodness gracious me. That looks so ridiculous. But oh my god, I love it. He's getting 84, basically 85k a week. The next best guy is only getting 15k. I can only imagine what the rest of what's that changing room going to feel like, bro? That's going to be mental. The whole team's going to be rolling up in their Fiat 500s and bloody Jerome Boateng just cruising in his fucking Lamborghini or some shit. Let's be honest, you're getting paid $15,000 a week. You're going to be driving more than a Fiat 500. But after the first batch of spending, we've actually still got quite a fair bit of cash, It's still around about 800 million in the bank. We've barely even touched a fifth of the money that we have. And we've set ourselves up brilliantly for this season. We've got a team already capable of winning League 2 already, and they're just going to get even better. So let's see how they kick on. Okay, this is a bit interesting, but we're not exactly dominating League 2 the way that I thought we would. Stevenage are on top. We're in second place, and let's be honest, only the top 3 get automatically promoted. There is no gap at all between ourselves and even teams that are outside the top 7. That is quite interesting. I might have to take some precautions here. But first, what I will do is buy all the players that I can that were in the shortlist at the beginning of the career mode. Some I could go for, but they just moved. Guys like Marcus Antonio from Shakhtar Donetsk, I'm going to try to buy, and there might be others as well. We have another Brazilian from Shakhtar Donetsk. God, they have a fair few of those boys, don't they? Marquinhos Cipriano, 67, right midfielder. We'll go for him too. So, yeah, we'll add 2 little Brazilians to the mix as well, but that's probably going to do us, I think. However, I can't help but notice that the appearances just seem way off. There are some players like Aaron Collins, 62 overall, when I've got guys, strikers like Mason Greenwood in the team, and the other one that we brought in, who was it, Foster, who aren't playing games at all. We've got Collins and Stevens, our strike partnership. No, please no. FIFA 20 simulating a head shocker, not paying attention to my main starting 11. I got to do something about this. May seem harsh, but yeah, see ya boys. I can't have you playing games over the guys I actually want playing. And I'm going to go through and even sell some of the other players from this Forest Green Rovers team that were making more appearances over the guys I brought in. I got to sell all those lads. I got to make sure the players I want to play are playing and growing in overall. Hopefully that is no longer an issue and we can advance on ahead to the end of the season. There's no guarantees these guys are going to get promoted either. They're still not on top of the table, but I'm sure with a little more game time, they'll grow a little bit more. The team as a whole will get better, and we have to, surely, with this team, get out of League 2. And at the end of the season, yes, indeed we have. Even though it wasn't up as champions, we were beaten by Colchester. We have a budget of $1 billion. We were beaten by Colchester. Jesus Christ. But okay, we finished second. We're automatically promoted up into League 1. That's all we needed to do. Back-to-back promotions needed. We have our leading goal scorer, George Williams, a guy that is actually starting and playing and was at Forest Green Rovers at the beginning of this career mode. He is our top goal scorer. What's going on? Look, Mason Greenwood played the same amount of games pretty much as him, got less than half of his goals. What's going on here? Jerome Boateng made a good 44 appearances and picked up 11 assists. That's got it. You'll take that for a centre-back. What's he doing? Hang a minute. Has he got the most assists for us this season? Yes, he has. From centre-back. Jerome Boateng got the most assists for us in our team. Okay, that's a bit weird. But yeah, we've got a few players going up +4, some +3. Decent progress being made as we head up now into League 1. Alrighty then, back for Season 2 now and League 1 football. A lot of the players that were high 60s are now ticking over into the 70s, as you can see. We got Greenwood, we've got a few of our other wingers and midfielders and stuff and defenders. I tell you what, I'm a little concerned by the low morale though. I know when you advance ahead, you don't talk to the players and that's going to do a number on them, but still though. We've got about 500 million in the bank. I'll be completely honest with you. We left it last season with like 700 million in the bank. So just like last year, if you advance ahead and you've got a ridiculous, extraordinary amount of money, you seem to lose a little chunk of it, which I'm a bit salty about. But whatever. I mean, we got a couple of players now in our transfer list that are ridiculously higher rated. And now that we're in League One, apparently the gap between the Premier League and the league we're in is not great or crazy enough that we can now go for 89 rated Christian Eriksen and pay something like 100 million for him, which, oh, surely I'm not going to do. Nope, of course, motherfucker. Of course I'm going to go to buy Christian Eriksen. Are you mad? This bad boy's been trying to get out of Tottenham for ages. You know that? And it's time. It's time to get him out. Don't worry, Eriksen, baby. I got you. I'm going to get you out of there. Attention, stars of Tottenham, baby. It's time to jump ship. Let's offer a transfer fee and let's just go in. Ball of money, 100 million to start this shit. Pochettino trying to act like a big man, get a couple mil more in, get a sell-on clause, whatever, man. Let's just do it. Christian Eriksen, baby, 89 rated, coming to play in League One. We might have a 90 rated player if he ticks over just that one more. That'd be hilarious, man. His wage demands aren't actually all that bad, you know. Decent pay cut, considering he's going down to League One, still getting mad money. And the signing bonus is barely anything. All right, well, mate, consider it done. Christian Eriksen, he says he wants to leave Tottenham. Well, he's so desperate to leave Tottenham, he'd join a League One Forest Green Rovers. And let's just go ahead and make some others as well. I'm going to go for Pavlenka and just delegate a contract for this bad boy. Hopefully he goes for something like that. And I reckon I'm also going to go ahead and buy a lot of the other, 70 to high 60 rated players that were in my transfer list at the start and really fill my team with a lot of depth and young players that will grow highly. Okay, now we've got ourselves a team. We've got Pavlenka, we've got Boateng, we have Eriksen, and then we've just stacked a bunch of young 70-something rated players around him. League One has no chance. League One, I'm ready to sim all the way to the end of League One. I know that we'll win this thing. Started with about 500 million this season, spent about 200 million of it. We're set. I reckon we'll have enough for next season too. You know the drill. Let's simulate to the halfway stage of the season, January 2021. And yet again, I can't believe it. When we think that we're just going to walk the lead, we're not even top and we're not even in completely clear of getting promoted again. We're in the top two, but it's just, we should be walking this shit. What is going on? We're only just in the top two. We're not even bloody first. Ipswich are a point above us. I can't believe this, man. Let's see what are a few positions we could strengthen. We could get a new winger, new strikers, new fullbacks maybe, and there's a spot for a new centre mid and centre back as well. Okay, let's see if we can improve the quality again. Sancho is already up to 88 overall, and we're only a season and a half in. That is mad. I gotta pick this boy up immediately. Holy hell, he's ending up in the 90s like that, I tell you what. I'm gonna just straight up offer again what I did for Eriksen. Ball of money, 100 million. That's all. That's what it's gonna be called from now on. 100 mil is just ball of money. And 100 mil is all it takes. I thought it'd be a bit more than that. All right, we'll take that then. Now all we've got to do is sit down and talk contracts with the big man. I am looking forward to this. I'm gonna offer him basically the same wages on, no bonuses. Will that be enough? Yeah, it will be. And Jadon Sancho is joining the League One, hopefully soon to be championship team at the very least. For good measure, we'll get a CDM in. Let's go for Marcelo Brozovic. And Brozovic accepts his contract. We had a bit of an issue with, as you may have been able to see in Alexandra. I think I offered him a little too much wage. Whoops. All good, all good. Kelly can keep the spot at left back. We've put in Brozovic at CDM, moved around the formation to be a bit more accommodating. And Sancho is now a right midfielder. Yeah, that... please is enough to get out League One. We should be winning with that team in League Bloody One 47-0 every single game. And yet somehow I bet you we're not going to finish first. And oh, I take it all back. Oh, this is more like it. How about that 115 points? Mental. Oh, baby, yes. Hell yes. We got more movers going up +4, +3, whatever in their stats. The team's looking dope. Look at that. That is a team that I fully expected to walk League One. They've done that now, or at least in the second half, more or less. And we have now got ourselves a team which surely... that team, imagine that team in the Premier League. Yeah, great star players, but the rest are a bit average, so it might be interesting. But that is a team that surely has to at least get promoted, even if it's the hard way from the Championship. So here we are in the championship, and I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous about that manager rating. I've gone and gotten this team promoted in back-to-back seasons, and yet I'm at a 43. I think a lot of it has to do with player morale, the fact that I'm just advancing ahead, not speaking to any of the players when they come at us in player chat, and just in general, a lot of other things like simulations being a bit buggered. Look, I've got a lot of unhappy players and some just content players. In terms of happy players in the team, I have 2 happy players in the team, Sancho and Brozovic. That's it. Lads, I'm scared. I don't think we're going to even make 5 seasons. We genuinely might not. Well, anyway, I'm going to go in and try to buy a few players. So we've got Verratti, whose release clause is bang on his value, so I'm going to go for him. Klosterman's another player I might try to pick up as well, so a new fullback. And I'm going to try to buy a new goalkeeper as well, Walter Benitez, because we actually don't have a backup goalkeeper. I may have forgotten to renew a contract for one of my other goalkeepers. So yeah, we need a new one. We need a backup. I honestly have a look at this. I feel grateful for the time. I'm grateful. Everyone is so grateful. Everyone wants to get the fuck out because the players I want to play just aren't they just aren't playing games in simulations. I'm going to try just letting go genuinely of all the players that don't want to be here, even if, it's going to make our team a little weaker, because I just need to do something to improve the morale, or I will get sacked. But anyway, I've brought in 3 new players, Klosterman, Verratti, and Benitez there, so yeah, some new faces in the team. Alright, so cool. We've got Benitez now, Verratti, and Klosterman in. And we, unbelievably, have almost totally exhausted our budget. All the way now down to like 15 million. My goodness, where did it all go? I feel like so much of this money has just disappeared out of nowhere. Well, since I can't do anything left in this window because I've got no cash, I'm just going to sim ahead to the next transfer window in January. I get the suspicion this could be the end of my campaign, because that manager rating is so low. I've got so many upset players. I just don't think I can advance ahead like this anymore. We will wait and see if I get terminated. Fucking fingers crossed we hold on. Well, the good news is we didn't get sacked, and hopefully the even better news is that we're on top of the championship. 12-point gap already at the halfway mark, even past the halfway mark, so it looks very likely we'll be getting promoted, so long as, again, we hold on to our job. Because even despite this, I still only have a manager rating of like 53. It's just mental. It's got to be down to player morale. That has to be the only thing. I've managed to raise a little bit of cash, and now my wage budget's looking pretty good, so I might go in for some big pre-contract signings if I'm going to safely assume we're playing Premier League next season. Players like, I don't know, and I said when I was getting stupid, I'm getting stupid. Kylian Mbappe, we can get. We can get ter Stegen, the best keeper in the world, possibly. We can get Neymar, if we wanted. And we can even go for Rafael Varane as well. All 4 of these guys are available on pre-contracts. All of them in the same season. That is absolute insanity right there. But I'm going to bring them all in, because I've got the cash for it. And I think that we shouldn't have any issues, really, honestly, either. Oof, but it's down to me to drop a wage. I'm going to say 300,000 since he is sort of coming down a step or down a league, so maybe we can get away with it being a bit cheaper. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh my god, Mbappe is the first and he won't be the last. I'm going to drop an offer in for ter Stegen, just delegate. Yeah, sure, we'll offer something like that. Neymar Jr., we can get him. He's on 300,000, but apparently we can get him for, I'll bump that up maybe to 200,000. Then what, Varane as well. Let's go for, geez, he's getting paid a shitload as well. Probably going to need to get a little closer than that. How about 200,000? Yeah, hopefully that'll be enough. And it is enough. Oh my goodness. Ter Stegen, Varane, Neymar, Mbappe. This has gotten to a brand new level of crazy. Now let's just hope that we don't bottle promotion and I can keep my job. And there we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We have got ourselves up into the Premier League and we dominate. Finally, we actually walk one of these leagues that I'm fully expecting us to. And hey, we did bits in the championship and now it's only going to get insane. As we've got what? 4 90 rated something players joining us next season as well. It is over. It is over for everyone. Sancho's even hit a 90. So we're going to have 5 90 rated players in our team when we hit the Premier League. You'll have no chance. Season 4, Premier League action. Look at the team. Ter Stegen's 92. We got Varane at a 90 overall. We've got Neymar on a 91. Sancho's at 90. Mbappe, 95. And playing for Forest Green Rovers after 3 consecutive promotions. That is what happens when you give a League 1 team, or a League fucking 2 team, sorry, a bloody $1 billion. And even though the $1 billion has dried up, well, now we got the Prem money that's come through and a little over 100 mil left again to spend. And I don't really feel like I have to do that much, but I will just take the team to another level by getting Jose Gaia in, a new left back. I'll get a centre back from Manchester United, but he's gone there at some point in this career, so Ruben Diaz. And I'll also go for Paco Alcacer, another higher quality striker to accommodate Mbappe. Right then, so I'm going to go for, okay, we're going to go on a basis here because we might not have enough cash. The most needed players. Diaz, I need a new centre back. Alcacer's probably up next. And do we have the money for Jose Gaia? Wow, okay. We can't be throwing around money like crazy like we were in Season 1 now, can we? God damn it, I need more money. I haven't had enough. $1 billion isn't enough. We've at least got quality 80, mid 80 to 90 rated players all over the park. And Lloyd Kelly is our left back that is below an 80 overall. Just, 77. Disgusting. But shit, I mean, yeah, I guess it'll have to do. We'll see how we manage for the first half of the Premier League season. And oh, baby, can you say you're surprised? We're on top. And for a second, I thought we actually were undefeated. No, we've lost 5 games, but we've won 16 out of 21, 48 points, way above second place Chelsea for the halfway stage of the season. And bitch, we're going all the way, not just to the Champions League. We're winning the Premier League. Let's do this, man. And look, I've actually got sort of happy players in my team now. Look, I was on the ropes. Wow, we've got some big injuries though. But regardless, we're managing. I genuinely thought I was toast. I thought back when my manager rating was like nearly below 40, I was going to get the chop. Now look at it. It's actually sort of okay. However, I still can't believe that I've got my team from League 2 to the Premier League in 4 years. And we're going to maybe go on to win the thing. My manager rating is only a 78. How the fuck is that manager rating 78 and not 1 quadrillion, gajillion, billion %? There should be nothing but zeros going all across the front of that screen. Then again, I'm sure the $1 billion definitely helped, but whatever. It's really just the quality of the manager more than anything, surely. Alright, fuck it. Let's get to the end of this season. I think I know what's going to happen. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Although maybe not as comfortable in the end as I thought it would be. Jeez, we nearly lost double-digit games and yet still won the title. I mean, we won 25 games. The lack of draws there is probably what got us over the line. Man City in second, Everton, Chelsea are playing Champions League football with us next season. And look who's running the show for us in this league. It's Mbappe, of course, the 95 highest rated player in the game at this point, with 22 goals in the Premier League. And even that's not all that amazing, but 24 goals for the season. And then a gigantic gap between the next. Sancho was on fire last season, and now, I don't know, he doesn't seem to be doing as much. But okay, so be it. Next season we're in the Champions League, and that will be the 5th and final season. Here we go then, last and final season, Season 5. We're in the Champions League. Are we able to make the Champions League final? From League 2 in 5 years to the Champions League final. Before that though, we apparently have a Community Shield final against Doncaster. You're telling me Doncaster Rovers won the FA Cup? Fucking League 1 Doncaster. That is mad. But hey, let's take a look at our Champions League group since we're in it. That is mental. Lille, Sporting Lisbon, and Fenerbahce. There are some pretty crazy groups as well. Some that actually make a little bit of sense, but some that are just mental. Look at that shit. Piemonte Calcio, bloody Barca and Chelsea. Meanwhile, we get Lille, Sporting, Lisbon, and Fenerbahce. Well, okay, then let's advance to January then and see who we get in the knockouts. Because I swear to God, man, if we don't get out of that shit, that is like we won the Premier League and we couldn't get out of that group. That'd be a laugh. Yep, yeah, that's what I thought. Comfortably making it to the round of 16, and we finished top of the group, but it wasn't all straightforward. All right, Lisbon gave us a run, but we were comfortably out the group, and we'll be facing Wolfsburg in the round of 16. Oh, and for good measure, we are also top of the Premier League once again. Only the 2 losses, 18 wins out of 21, so we've just gotten better, despite the fact we haven't really honestly brought anyone else in. But okay, come on, let's get through this. Let's go through all the knockout games and hopefully make it to the final. And if I make it, you know I'm playing that shit. And this is the moment. Champions League knockout stage. Here we bloody come. Now let's hope that we don't just immediately shit ourselves and that's the end of it. Oh, great. Yeah, fuck fuck me. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. There's still another leg. Please, guys. Honestly. Come on, lads. We're the home team. We should hopefully be able to get something from this. That's what I'm talking about. Much better, but we've lost basically our midfield trio of Brozovic and Verratti. Oh my god. My Brozovic, should I say, Marcelo Brozovic out for a week. And Verratti is fucked for the month. And not just the month. For the month and then the 6 after that, because he's out for basically long ass time. Well, shit. Alright, let's go with Dozel then. Andre Dozel can go into the middle. That's that midfield trio. Brozovic will be fine. He'll be back in a week. But my god, he looks a little out of his depth. Just a tiny bit. Next up, we have a game against Lyon in the quarterfinals. And look at some of the other teams that are in there too. A bit interesting. Like Zagreb making it a long way. Even Lyon getting that far in is not too bad either. This time it's the home leg first in the quarterfinals. And we get a 2-0 win. Paco Alcacer. Lovely stuff. And in the second leg, do we hold on to our lead? Oh, we lost, but we win because we're through on away, or not on away goals, we're through on aggregate 2-1 into the semis. We lost another motherfucking player to injury though, so if Varana's out for 4 weeks, our whole team's dropping like flies. And our next opponent, TBD. I've never heard of that football club, but okay, cool. Interesting badge. Ah, there we go. It's Real Madrid. And it looks like if we beat Real Madrid, we'll be facing Atletico Madrid in the final. Because goddamn, PSG, you ain't coming back from that. First leg, once again, is the home leg. Do we set ourselves up nicely for leg 2? We do. Yes, a 2-1 win. They get a draw or they get a goal, which means that they have that away goal. So we have to watch that. But regardless, we're up. And now time for the all-important second leg. This for a Champions League final. We were in League 2 just 5 years ago, and now we're in a Champions League final against what surely has to be Athletic Madrid. And it is going to be, indeed, against Atletico Madrid. But why not take a look at the Premier League, since I'm sure we've won that competition as well. You better believe it. Oh my god, a 30-point gap. That is nuts. Well, let's do it then. 5 seasons in, $1 billion later, and we have reached a Champions League final. Ain't this just gonna be a madness right here? Who is gonna be taking home that trophy? I'm hoping it's the boys in green and black. It may just be. Who have they had to beat? They've had to beat PSG. They've had to beat RB Leipzig, Man City. That's a pretty challenging one. We had to beat Wolfsburg and Lyon. I think we've had it a little easier. Hey, we still had to take on Real Madrid, I guess, so it's not like it was totally straightforward, let's be honest. Atletico Madrid's team in 5 years, Nicolas Soul is in. They've got other names, other new names. Newhouse is on the bench. Julian Foyth, Pellegrini is in. Any other big names? Jolinton, they've got up top as well. Ginter at centre-back. It's a familiar but different team. And our team that consists of just, I don't know, some players that we bought in Season 1. So fair play to them. They've kept their spot all the way to this big stage. But come on, boys. Let's take home this European Championship. Bang! Oh, take that. I'm sorry, Jolinton. It's nothing personal. But we got to get this. We have got to get this European Championship. Sancho. Low cross there. My God, they just closed down the gap so much. Off goes Neymar Jr. My God, he's off. He's bloody off. Absolutely he is. He's got no one to go to him. No one's going to him at all. Sancho, the scoop turn. Crossed in here. That'll get over the top. Mbappe has missed a sitter. He's 95 rated and he's put it wide. I can't believe this shit. How the fuck did I manage that? How did I manage that? Into the middle here. Sancho, touch, bang, shot! Oh, it's a rocket! Thought it'd get blocked, but it didn't! Jadon Sancho! He gets himself a goal in a Champions League final, and we lead 1-0, you beauty. Honestly, how did this get through? I thought that there were so many bodies to beat, but he's just done him. Sancho, you are a superstar, you beauty. Oh, picked off. Saw you coming there, big boy, and Paco Alcacer! 2-0, and it is absolute scenes right now. Oh, baby. Look at that. Just saw it. It was so obvious what they were going to do. I had a defender going to close down the man on the ball. I got Paco Alcacer in between him and the only guy he could have passed it to, and it slotted in easily. And I think we might just be taking home this European Championship. We are going to win this Champions League. There's no doubt. I'm not letting it happen. Klosterman the tackle. That will do it. It is the first half over and done with, and we are just cruising, really, under no threat at all. This team is just too good. That man is just too good. Marcos Antonio. Sancho, right-hand side. Oh, you've kicked it straight to Jose Guy there, Sancho. That's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. Joelinton, Lamar, Joelinton, side netting. Oh, boy. Come on. Come on. Let's get it. Let's end this shit. I want to end it now. Sancho, there's no one to cross to, really. Oh, ref, I thought he didn't get the ball there, but apparently he did. And God, it's even a goal kick. I haven't been able to find a way to get past this back four all half long. But maybe now. Maybe now. Maybe now. The back heel's not really helping out Mbappe too much, but he can do it himself and kill it off 3-0. But this is it. It's a famous victory, and what a story. $1 billion, all it takes for any team to win a Champions League final. Forest Green Rovers in the first season of this career mode were League 2. Look at them now. Look at the talent and the faces they have in their shirt, and look at the cup they're about to lift up. European champions for the first time, obviously. They've never been anywhere near this. This is like a dream, but nah, it's real. It is the Champions League for Forest Green Rovers. 5 years ago, 5 years, they've gone up 4 divs or 3 divisions and gone and won the Champions League. How about it? Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this career mode. Thank you so much for watching the first $1 billion career mode of FIFA 20, and there'll be more where that came from. I will happily take any suggestions you guys have for any other teams I should give $1 billion to. But yeah, just drop them in the comments section. Until the next video, my name is MasterBucks. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good one.